each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's got great speed. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Ducks offense will go on the attack first. When these two get together, there is no inclination to take your foot off the gas. And the last time these two met, Oregon full throttle and finished the blowout.
And I think Oregon fans and Oregon people around the building would tell you this is kind of their new squad now. This is the way this rivalry is going to go. Oregon getting more talent, more national attention. This team looks like a team that's ready to break through, win a national championship.
Yeah, a lot has been made about how Oregon's roster is built to succeed in the big league.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This crowd full of throats, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now here's Moore. Fires to the wideout. What a grab with one hand. He'll be stopped short and they'll force a fourth down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he makes it past the first down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Dante Moore. Right side, it's White. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Ducks are flying down the field. Moore to the air. Out wide left, it's White. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looking for space, it's White. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Quarterback keeper. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Washington Huskies offense will now get its first chance with the football. I'm not sure how much they're going to want to go after this guy because very few have had success throwing his way. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for the edge. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Williams. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And when you're on defense... wet, and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Moore will throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Ducks have taken it inside the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's White. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Throwing Moore. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. The Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. Fourth down, Moore. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Williams. Fires on the move. Just not anywhere near good ball placement. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Lined up in the gun. Williams on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Runs through man. He might have space. He'll have enough for the first down and they stop him at the 45. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it on the option. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Williams looking for a man. Caught. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Got it, looking for a first. Could not make his way to the corner. Washington sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this.
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, it's Washington. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Here's Williams to throw. Out wide right, it's Washington. Shakes him in, and he might take off. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Williams will pass, and he avoids the sack.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Williams. Finds his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Williams to the air again. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw again. Wideout trying to get it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Tries to do it himself. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it with Washington. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Fourth down, Williams. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense comes through, and they needed to. They need to chip into this lead because being down a couple possessions, they needed to score a touchdown right there. Palmer, he comes through, he delivers. More work to be done, though.
You just got to have it, right? Now if you're the offense, you're celebrating that touchdown. That was a huge play and a critical 4th down. But you're right, there's still work to be done. You've got to get back on the sideline. You've got to rally the guys and have a plan for the next time you come on the field to try and win this game.
From the gun, the ground game. He's past the sticks. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Moore. Rushes on. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Oh, what a cut! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Moore to the air. Stepping to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? On target over the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams finds the tight end. Prowls through the defense. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd down from the gun. Williams throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Huskies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. It's Williams again. Throwing right. Oh, he got loose. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Touchdown, Huskies. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Straight ahead, it's White. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll ride the hot hand. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Running inside, it's White. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 12 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's Texas A&M able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. That victory is a positive in what has been a very disappointing 3-9 season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside Husky Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early.
All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Huskies! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. Looking for room at the 40. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. More play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick give. It's White. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Trying to squeak through the pile. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Finds a crease at the 20. Turning it on. Touchdown, Oregon. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He'll heave it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. On the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's got the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Right back to the well. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Dante Moore. Hit as he throws. Complete in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ducks! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Fires to the big fella. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return, they drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Moore with the play fake. Look out! They get to him as he throws. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss, and that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this.
He's got it down the field. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Left side is Clay. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback changing the play. They'll go play action with Moore. Under pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play fake. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Moore. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They'll run it. It's White. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing more. Turns it upfield. Touchdown, Oregon! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. As they put the finishing touches on this victory in the season finale, let's take a look at what's in store for championship week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to pass. Looking deep. Can't connect on his first throw.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Rush right in his face. Working the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Pulls it, looking for a crease. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Long way to go on second down. Hits inside, it's Carr. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Selling the fake. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The run inside. It's Carr. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Right back to it. Knocked down immediately.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be fourth down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got the first down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Ducks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Smith dropping to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's got it on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carr. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Moving out to the right. Crosses the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. 2nd and long here. The give. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been